Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do. Do your work with ease and speed. PDF Spaces is all you need. Do hours of research in an instant with key insights from an AI assistant. Pick a template with a click. Now your prezzo looks super slick. Close that deal? Yeah, you won. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Now you can do that with Acrobat. Now you can do that with the all-new Acrobat. It's time to do your best work with the all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Big doing, Stonewall last night, New York City. So I love Rob Shooter. I got two gay guys I love the most, Bill White and Rob Shooter. Rob, of course, naughty and nice. He is probably the most famous entertainment reporter in the city. He's on Rosanna Scotto's show all the time. And let's get right to it, Rob. Last night there was a huge rally. The city council got involved. The speaker, Julie Menon, was there with a bunch of her folks. I know Tiffany Caban got some airtime too. The homosexual, the gay population in New York, very upset that the pride flag was taken down from the American flag. A, were you there? And B, how upset are you if you are?
Good question. First one, I was on a plane back from London. I was in London for my mommy's 90th birthday party. Happy birthday. So I was on a plane.
Oh, happy birthday.
I landed. Yeah, she's great. She's doing great. So I landed late last night, but I was aware of it. This is the difficulty here. Stonewall, the actual building, the institution, the bar where the gay movement really started, Stonewall, the building, is private property. There will always be a freedom flag, a rainbow flag on that property. The space in front of Stonewall is a national monument, is a national park. And the rules are pretty clear, which is you can't fly any flags on that property except the flag, the Stars and Stripes. And so would I love the rainbow flag to be on the monument? Yeah, I think I would. However, if you just lift your eyes up a little and look to the left, you'll see many, many rainbow flags. So I think this is more about people's feelings being hurt, people being triggered, people worrying that gays, lesbians, the bisexual community is going to be erased. But it certainly touched a nerve. People are angry about this one.
They're angry about everything, Rob. I mean, the Rob Shooter, they're not like you. You're like a fun-loving guy. Whenever I see you, you just want to kiss. You want to hug. You're a nice guy. And if they can take a shot at President Donald Trump on anything, especially some of your community and certainly the Democrats and all these lunatics in the city council, they're going to find a way. So assuming by what you just said that, yes, the only flag that really should be there is, in fact, the American flag, yeah. I'm going to surmise that you're not very upset with the President of the United States.
Yeah, well, I've known him forever, like 20 years ago when he was an entertainer, when he was the king of reality TV. Don't forget that Apprentice was one of the biggest shows on TV. I was at Trump Tower all the time, so I know him. I know Melania. They love the gays. His sons, I know Eric, I know Don Jr. They have tons of gay friends. And so I would argue, I don't think President Trump even knows this is going on. This is not his priority. Would it be nice if it was? Maybe, but there's a lot of big decisions going on in the world. There's a lot of international crises that are probably more important than the representation of a flag. So I'm not furious about it. And I would say to my gay friends out there and people of the community, how would you feel if we raised a flag on that monument that you didn't support? How would you feel if flags start flying on different monuments, on Martin Luther King, on the Holocaust Museum? Like, you gotta have a rule here. There was something so interesting last night about the Olympics. The Ukrainian skier had a political message on his helmet, and he got asked to step aside. He's no longer in the Olympics. And the head of the Olympics came forward and said the following. I thought it was really, really interesting. She said, this is a blanket rule. I actually agree with him. I support Ukraine. This is the head of the Olympics. However, if we allow one person to have their political message on a helmet, on a uniform, on a flag, then we have to allow others. And so I say to the gay community here, be very, very careful, because if you win this, then be careful what might pop up on other monuments that you don't approve of.
Boy, you are so smart and so common sense. Final minute, Rob Shooter. I want to go back to the halftime show. I know it's an old story, but I'm going to mention it to Brian Kilmeade next, too. I've been getting ridiculed. Everybody from Jon Stewart to Jimmy Kimmel to Dan Lebitard yesterday, they're breaking my balls because I had the nerve to say that, I don't know, the show should be in English. I love the Latino community. I love them. I got nothing against Spanish or the Latino people. I love them. But, you know, when 80% of the audience doesn't understand a language, then you got to figure out a way to include a little bit of English outside of God Bless America. What were your thoughts on the Bad Bunny show?
I think, you know, my husband's a songwriter. So my husband's a Grammy Award-winning song lyricist. The lyrics. He wrote the song Copacabana with Barry Manilow. So thank you very much. I live a very nice life. Thank you to that song. So lyrics are very important to your friend Rob Shooter. I think that the number one rule of entertainment, of what we do, of when I write a story on my website or when I come on your show, is to have people understand me. And I think that there's a very legitimate argument that if we don't speak the same language, how are they going to understand you? However, I would also point out that I think music is sort of the universal language. When Pavarotti sings at the Met, Italian, no one's complaining about that. So I enjoyed it. But
when you go to the Met, you expect it to be Italian. That's my point.
You're right,
you don't expect the Super Bowl to be in Spanish.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I like him. I think he's sexy. I think he's fun. I loved all the dancing. I didn't understand a word that he said. He could have been saying some really shocking. I didn't understand a word that he said. I wish we could focus on big issues that we have, the big problems that we have, and all this silly stuff. And it's fun to gossip about. It's fun to talk about. I think it's like, you know, it's sort of trivial. It's fine. I'm not putting down you or your show. You're getting blasted, my friend, though. I love seeing your face. Every time I sit down to watch TV, your mug is looking at me sit. I was like, hello. I forgot what you look like.
Oh, God, it is funny. They're killing me. Hey, Rob, it's great to catch up with you. You know, I think you're terrific. You're funny. You're smart. You got a huge heart. So we will talk again, I promise, on this show very, very, very soon. Rob Shooter, happy Valentine's Day, pal. Have a great weekend.
That's why you're really cool. Yeah, love to your audience. Bye,
Take care. There he is, the great Rob Shooter, right here on Sitting Friends in the Morning.